Good afternoon, or good evening, and thank you for having me today. For those who are awakening from the I and thinking more collectively, my name is Cosme Lantigua, DCPS teacher and Empower Ed Teacher Council. I'm Dominican, raised in Puerto Rico, and granted with the opportunity to serve in education in 3 different social environments within my 13 years of teaching: Puerto Rico, Miami-Dade County, and the District of Columbia. I am currently teaching in DCPS as a physical education, health teacher, and swimming instructor, and as I said, member of the Empower Ed Teachers Council. For the past 7 years, I have been witnessing a decrease in students' willingness to be an active participant and protagonist in their learning process. When asked why, the common answer is a lack of meaningful content connected to the real-life situations. I remember taking my health class students to 2 well-known grocery stores very frequented by our school community, with the task of utilizing a specific budget out of a series of activities to identify the real economic situation at home, while comparing how accessible healthy choices really are. The store is just around the corner, but our school requires a tedious walk-in field trips policy that take high school students out, even in the neighborhood. What I didn't know about the policy, enforcing that policy seemed much more important to my supervisor than the teaching process happening when you do your best in bringing meaningful experiences in and outside of the classroom. The conversation wasn't about the experiential learning I was trying to provide my students, but about compliance, period. The business of education doesn't understand what learning means when education takes place. This system only reads numbers instead of a consciousness looking to develop its individual potential in connection with others, to find solutions that in the long term will benefit communities, societies, countries, and if inevitable, the planet. Education without its business counterpart should be the pathway to nurture true relationships and not to sustain a failing, inequal, and unjust existing economic system. I invite you all with positions of power to make a change to implement students-driven curriculums, having our children as a real priority, and to reduce the class ratio for an effective learning experience, among many other issues. Please continue to ask those in charge of our school system what they're doing to trust the voices of students and teachers in building a more flexible curriculum that is more relevant to our students' lives. It is totally understandable that neither of us will have a magic bullet to solve education. But I do believe in us and our values as a result of all those experiences that brought us to understand that we are all connected by the same needs. Education is the pillar to shift from this present imbalance towards the enjoyment of sharing all the wonderful outcomes in a society where everyone takes care of each other. I might not have a more technical collegiate vocabulary to add strategic solutions, but I do have a humble advice. We have to listen to the voices of educators to improve outcomes. That's why it's essential to support the work of Empower Ed. If you are in a leadership position and find these ideas that are emerging in dialogues around the country as a utopic case, then please allow other souls with more light, optimism, and collectiveness to at least try to plant seeds of hope in those who are ready and eager to assume this role. Thank you.
Thank you very much.